Alright guys, this video is on how to fix a fog light switch on a 2005 GMC Sierra. What happens is this little red rubber nipple thing cracks. You can kind of see it right there. So basically this is just a return spring for the switch. So if you're having problems, you already know what I mean. You push your fog light switch in and it just stays there. Well, that's the problem. So what I did was took apart a pin and cut a little piece of the spring. If you can see that there. And what I do is just put it in behind the little rubber nipple thing to give it a little bit more preload. And when I cut this spring, I stretched it out a little bit just to give it some more preload. So I'll have lots of pressure to push the button back up. And you just take that spring and put it right down on that little bump in there, if you can see it. Right down in there. I'll get something to point. It just seats on there just like a little peg, and then put the rubber nipple right back on top of it so it pushes the button back out. And to get it apart, it's a little tricky. I broke one of the tabs trying to get it apart because there's 4 tabs, so I don't think it's really meant to come apart, but I always like to take shit apart and fix it. So myself, instead of spending money, and this is free as long as you got a pin with a spring, and you just slap her in there and it'll work just fine. But what I was saying, to take it apart, you gotta kind of pry out those 4 little tabs. You'll see when you get it out. And then there's 2 other little tabs the same type of way that the button slides in and out of. It's kind of hard to explain because I already have it apart. But there's just a tab on each side of this whole button. So just the tabs slide up and down in there and on the other side. So you just kind of need one of these little hobby screwdrivers to kind of pry those tabs back when you pull the whole button out. So it's a little bit tricky, but if you're already watching this video, then you're probably one of the types of guys like me that just likes to rip crap apart and fix it yourself instead of spending more money on a truck you already paid lots of money for to begin with. Alright? So, hope this helps anybody who's having a problem with their fog light switch. Alright, thanks for watching.